at Ginoong Yol Hamendang ng Kagawaran ng Filipino ng Pamantasang Ateneo de Manila. Ito ang Sari-Sari, ang Catholic Mass Media Awards Special Citation Awardee para sa pinakamagaling na palatuntunang pang-edukasyon sa radyo. Dito sa Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. We are now on YouTube. Watch all of our live episodes plus exclusive content in our channel at Radyo Katipunan FM. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest updates. Are you feeling sore? We can make that better. Tune in to the Ateneo Senior High School's first radio program, SOAR, the Seniors On Air Radio. Don't change that channel yet, because SOAR is ready to put the you in youth. SOAR, Seniors On Air, here on Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Follow at Radyo Katipunan in our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan, news, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan, down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
Jesuit Music Ministry, your daily dose of inspiration. Follow JustCom PH on Spotify and JustCom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
To open our eyes and ears that we may see the face of Christ and hear His voice in our midst. For 28 years, Jesuit Communications has been promoting the Catholic faith and serving the nation through both traditional and new media. Hear us tackle national issues in light of Christian values on Usapang Kapatid, Pasakalye, and Radio Veritas. Watch our uplifting reflections on Kapet Pandasal and The Word Exposed, as well as our acclaimed TV specials. Listen to the inspiring and soothing music of Jesuit Music Ministry's original artists as you read our spiritually enriching books. To learn more about JustCom's mission of evangelization and education, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and our website, justcom.ph. To give a face to the faceless and a voice to the voiceless, that we may recognize Christ in them and hear His story in theirs.
This is Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng pera. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugo, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
3 o'clock prayer. You died, Jesus, but the source of life flowed out for souls, and the ocean of mercy opened up for the whole world. O fountain of life, immeasurable divine mercy, cover the whole world and empty yourself out upon us. O blood and water, which flowed out from the heart of Jesus as a fountain of mercy for us, I trust in you. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Amen. Jesus, King of Mercy, we trust in you.
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugod, todo sa kayon, tulong at tulong. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan.
Mga Katipuneros, it's time to level up! Your top variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
All good already, all the best. He was one of the top matinee idols of the 90s. Started out with the movie Jezebel with Shardine Gonzalez as partner. And he moved to be a promising lead to a lot of Viva productions. He later served as a councilor of Puerto Princesa in Palawan. And now his term is over. He didn't run anymore. And then he's our gain. It's our gain. I hope like we can welcome him back again here in our industry. Please welcome, paano yun? Konsehal pa rin or councilor Matthew Mendoza, former councilor Matthew Mendoza. Matt, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, Noel. Good afternoon sa lahat ng followers mo. Napakarami nun.
No. This is Radyo Katipunan and well, our followers was sa Radyo Inquirer. Truth be told, Matt, I was looking at my records. I texted si Mike Cohen October 3, 2021. Mike, I worked with in ABS-CBN before. He's your cousin because your moms are sisters, di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Older sister ng mom ko.
Correct. And then, he was telling me, well, that was the time during the pandemic. You were still councilor then.
Yeah, actually, that was my last term. During the pandemic, that was my last term.
Oh, so it was
2019 up to 2022.
So napaka-challenging pala ng last term mo because your dad died also on that year. Yun sinabi ni Mike. Noel, medyo may pinagdadaanan yung insan kong yan because your dad died during that time. How did you manage during that time?
2020. It was, of course, it was hard, but dito naman kami lahat magkapatid. So we supported each other. My wife is here. So tanggap na rin namin kasi he was sick for a couple of years. So we were
But before that, your mom died too, or passed on too.
Yeah, it was way back 2011. So almost 10
okay.
years apart. Yeah, 10 years apart.
10 years apart. Pero yun nga parang the months when you said, when you tried remembering your mom, was the same month, September, tas October. Kasi parang, uy, grabe rin mapinagdaanan mo during that pandemic.
Yeah, it's actually, sabi nga patong-patong, pero we managed to move on.
Ang galing. But how many siblings do you have?
Total of 6 kami. 2 sisters, 4 brothers. Pero yung older brother, yung sinundan ko, passed away na rin noong 2008.
Okay.
So,
Pero lahat
5
kayo
na kami
dyan, nasa Palawan. So you're really there. You're really born there.
Yeah, all my siblings are here with us. We live in one compound, so talagang napaka-close nung namin, ng family, samahan namin.
Sobrang mahal ka ng wife mo that she agreed to we join you there, no? Parang ako doon daw nalalaman yung pagmamahal ng isang tao kung you're willing to be uprooted and go to another family. So galing ng support group mo. So you were discovered while you're there in Palawan also. How did you get into our industry?
Actually, through Jojo Veloso, yung former manager ko, he stayed at our pension house. May maliit kaming tourist inn, small family hotel, hotel, more of a pension house. And way back then, yung younger brother ko was on the front desk. So pina-apply niya ng magpadala ka ng resume mo or pag VTR tayo sa Manila. So ako naman, regular akong pupunta sa Manila because of my business. Ako yung nag-submit ng documents niya in his behalf, yung brother ko. While I was there at Jojo's office, sabi niya, mag-VTR ka rin. Baka makuha ka. True enough, after 1 month, pinapunta niya ako Manila dahil we did a commercial.
But you were done with school na by then? You're done na with school? Hindi pa?
No, I was on my last year of college.
So you took college where? There in Palawan?
Palawan State University.
And then
This is
finished...
where I graduated. But I started in San Beda and I moved to Ateneo Davao. Then I went back here in Puerto.
Wow,
Dito
galing! Ang
Yeah,
galing! So, ikot ng ikot. But yun nga parang ako kasi I always tell people that there's a different sense of maturity when you enter the business having a degree. Iba kasi no, parang there's something to back you up even if you're out of the industry, and then parang hindi ka madaling ma-face no with popularity. How did your degree help you?
Come again.
How did your degree help you in finishing school? Do you advise that to people in our industry who parang sometimes people don't want to study anymore pag kumikita na, pero what was that? Parang a prodding from your parents, or you really wanted to finish your studies?
Ako, that was my goal, of course, to have a college degree. And of course, my mom was our, siya yung...
Anchor.
Ang pilit sa amin, sabi niya. After your college, you can do whatever you want. It's, sabi niya, importanteng matapos mo. And, syempre, to make a long story short, nakinig ako sa kanya, tinapos ko talaga. Kasi during my last 2 years of college, I was engaged already in a business. Kaya ako pabalik-balik ng Manila to buy parts. I had a shop, I assembled vehicles before, mga jeeps.
Galing.
Kumikita na ako during college.
Pero based in Manila or based in Palawan yung business?
Palawan.
Or Palawan pa rin.
The
Okay.
early part of my business, dito sa Palawan. Then, nung nagko-commercials na ako and papasok na ako sa movies, I moved my shop to Makati, dun sa area namin.
Galing.
And yun, pinagsabay ko yung dalawa, showbiz and the
How
shop.
was it? How was it? Because there's a lot of lessons to be learned there, lalo na sa mga, we say that now kasi we're on the older generation. But what's a lesson to be learned there for the youth na nakikinig sa atin ngayon? At nakikita ka na kahit na nagkahirap-hirap ka na nagtatrabaho, nag-aaral, you still pursued your studies. How did you manage?
Uh, Time management lang talaga, and syempre of course talagang tiyaga talaga, because minsan I have to go to Manila 1 week or more, so absent ka ng almost a whole week. Syempre I had to explain to my teachers na kasi nagdinegosyo ako, itong ginagawa ko doon. Kasi I think they understood, kasi understand the situation, kasi ang course ko was management and I was running a business. So parang
You were living it out already, parang nag-OJT nga, yeah. Well, also, one of your leading ladies, earlier leading lady, si Mikey Kawangko, was my student in Ateneo. And you must have like seen her bringing school stuff at work, di ba? Parang during the break time, imbes na usually, di ba, the people, mga artista, walang ginagawa, nag-Jesus-misan lang, di ba? And there's a lot of waiting time. Mikey would like finish her school work during your lull time pag nagte-taping or nagsushooting. So that was it. Anyway, since this is also school-based, I wanna ask you certain things, because we talk about yun nga, things you hold dear while you were in school, no? What kind of student were you? Were you diligent? Were you studious? Or last minute na estudyante, last minute na tinatapos yung ano? No, okay lang.
No, aminado naman ako. I was a last minute student.
Okay.
Nagpo-procrastinate, parating sa end na ako hahabol.
Pero di ba yung iba-ibang adrenaline rush pag humahabol ka and you're able to finish things? Ganun ba yung feeling sa'yo nun?
Yeah, exactly. Yun yung feeling ko. That's how I went through college.
But sino yung mga teachers na naalala mo? Kasi parang we are shaped by the people who like also were there during our formative years, no? Who were the teachers who stuck to you, and do you still like see them? There's a lot of, di ba, parang grounding natin yan, yung mga teachers na may natutunan tayo at binabalik-balikan natin.
Puerto Princesa is a small town. You always bump to each other. To each other. Maging sa mall or sometimes sa school mismo kung napapasyal ka doon. And you still, sabi ko nga parang kahapon lang yun eh. Although it was like 30 years ago. Parang kahapon lang yung during college days, no? So yung iba, I think, lalo yung law teacher namin, wala na. He passed away already. Yun na hindi ko makalimutan. He was really...
Dahil?
A law teacher, pero he was a funny guy. Happy parate.
Yes. Tapos ito parang nag-iba na kasi yung mga teachers na nag-a-appeal sa mga estudyante nung panahon natin, kasi we'd always go for the terror teachers who taught us something, di ba? Parang and our rule also, parang para matuto ka, may takot mo minsan. Pero ngayon, teachers come by na tipong kaibigan mo, tapos biglang you're more open to learning when you're okay, when you feel better. So what do you tell your kids then? So and you end up being that kind of teacher also to your kids, di ba? Are you a strict one, or are you more the one who could make friends with them?
Alam mo, yung may usapan kami ng wife ko regarding school, sa'yo na yan. Kasi hindi ko inaanay, my wife is an engineer.
Galing.
Scholar yan ng high school.
Galing.
I mean, nasa honors, to make a long story short, nasa
top
honor roll, top.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, pagdating sa mga school activities, bahala ka na dyan. Ako na bahala sa iba, house and everything, ako na bahala. So,
pero di ba
yung more on the disciplinary side sa school matters sa mga bata.
Ikaw, okay. Maganda na.
Diba?
When you graduate, di ba, you really do it not for yourself but for your parents talaga. Di ba? Parang ang init-init kaya sa toga, sa loob ng toga, pero but when you were counselor, you would do commencement exercises and do speeches also for...
Naghang. Sorry, naghang.
Nga, would you go to the mga schools pag graduation? Pag nung counselor ka na, and you would shake hands of everyone and then deliver a graduation speech?
Yes, I do that every year. Minsan sa araw, hindi lang isang school, ano? We usually get invited. Especially month ng March, talagang graduation month yan, ano? So, kami as mga counselors, we were always invited to attend. Of course, kasama doon, mag-speech ka. And
I want to know what do you tell them, Matt? Well, also, what's your special, well, your favorite subject in school, and where did you excel?
Wow. Tagal na nun, ah. PE. Hindi. No. Ano ako sa science?
You were good in
Science.
Okay.
Math ang pangalan ko, pero hindi talaga math ang favorite subject ko.
Galing.
Science
Okay.
and, I think the English subject, kasi sa bahay English kami.
It's second
So,
nature for you.
Second nature.
So what do you tell them to inspire them to like to go to school or to enjoy school when you do the rounds of graduation speeches?
Ako, I share yung experience ko as a student, how the importance of college, and of course yan ang pinaka number one na parating sinasabi. Kung may tinapos ka, like you said earlier, may mapupuntahan ka.
That's true.
Yun yung gist ng mga message ko parate. It's really important in life. Lalo na yung generation ngayon, magiging masyadong competitive yung buhay nila. Hindi kagaya natin, mga medyo, hindi pa ganun ka-tindi yung competition dati, lalo ngayon. Diyan nakalabas may mga AI, di ba?
Oo, yung ChatGPT, no? Totoo. And they didn't have access to mga Google pa noon. Tayo would really go to the libraries and research, no? Parang life's easier for them now and they've access to all the information. Ang hirap lang doon, no? Parang it ano rin, to temper it, to you really parang discern kung ano yung paniniwalaan mo. Okay.
Sabi ko nga, yung best friend nila ngayon si Mr. Google.
Oo nga.
Ako dati si Miriam Webster.
Oo nga.
Para sa encyclopedia.
Bigyan mo sila ng card catalog ngayon, mahirapan na rin sila, di ba? So, yun yung...
kung para saan.
Oo, eh. So, paano yun? How did you really want to get into show business? Or parang when you were studying, was there the lure? Was that parang a lure to get into the business? Or talagang bahala na, parang you just took the chance?
I wanted it also. I knew I wanted to try something new. And siguro, modesty aside, pagtingin ko sa sarili ko, sabi ko pa, pwede yata ako.
Pero and out of your comfort zone, no?
Marami rin nag-ano sa akin during high school, college. Oy, subukan mo mag-artista, subukan mo. So, anyway, bilin talaga ng mami ko, finish your college first. Kaya yung when I started doing commercials, it was like the last 6 months of college. Doon na pumasok yung commercials. Octoberian kasi ako eh. I graduated October of 94.
Pero tama rin yung mami mo noon, no? Kasi sabihin na, tapusin mo muna yan before you do it. Pero ngayon, the industry welcomes the young. Yung tipang ang bata-bata nila, di ba? Tapos yung 16, 17, they leave their studies, hindi na bumabalik. And then, yung mga roles ng mga mga batang ama't batang ina, no? Parang they all get younger and younger. Yung mga nagkakaanak, kita mo yung mga roles nila, parang at 24, anak na nila si Julia Barreto. Parang ganun yung mga ano. So, ibang-iba talaga. But when did you know na, okay, pwede pala ako maging artista?
Nung college na ako,
okay.
Marami every time I meet somebody na, hindi related sa akin, yung mga you meet during your travels, they tell me na, uy, pwede ka, try mo, pwede ka, ganyan. So sabi ko, baka. So,
what convinced you when you got your commercial? Parang ganun.
Yes. When I did my first commercial, it was a cold tablet.
Yes.
After a month, may kasunod. Then after a month, pagkasunod, sabi ko, iba na to. And then finally, yung biggest break ko, yung toothpaste commercial. Alam naman ng lahat yung close-up. That opened my door sa show business.
Show business. It took how many years before you got to the industry really, to acting? Ilang years muna sa commercials?
My first commercial was June of 94.
What was that called tablet again? We can like tell them, oy, pwede niyang kunin si Matt again.
It was Decolgen. I remember that.
Oh.
And I had to do rollerblades. Hindi naman ako sanay. So dito pa lang, before going to Manila, nag-practice na ako.
Ang galing.
Naibahan ako kasi sanay ako yung luma, yung time natin, yung roller skates, yung apat yung gulong, di ba?
Yes.
So I had to practice kasi yung scene, I was chasing a car. Yung camera was in a car. Hinahabol ko yan, nagro-rollerblades ako. It was hard,
Okay.
pero through practice, nakuha ko din.
So you were really patient, no? Parang to get into the industry dati, parang talagang hintay. Grabe siguro. What do you do during your waiting time?
What do you mean? What waiting
Di
time?
ba parang waiting time in terms of like assignments, di ba? Parang sa taping ang daming waiting time. Sa commercials hindi masyado kasi you're really on the go, di ba? Pero
Pampered
dito,
ka.
oo eh.
I was young and during in between tapes or during the break time, I was managing a business. So through cellphone na lang 'yon. Anong kailangan sa shop, ano yung mga it occupied my time, yung mga vacant time ko. And I was young, talaga enthusiastic pa talaga. So nanonood ako how the camera works, how the guys do their job from the lightman to yung setup ng mga equipments. Interesado ako sa mga ganun. So I observed. And
So,
we ate a lot.
Galing. So you tried learning the ropes in the industry, no? So who were your parang mga idols or people na tinitingala mo during that time and would say, oh, I want to be like this person?
Actually, nung 90s, syempre, mga big stars doon. And up to ngayon, sila pa rin. No? Sila Aga Mulak, sila Richard Gomez. Yan talaga yung mga...
Yes.
Nung time namin, sila yung well-known talaga, mga sikat nung time namin.
Yes. And and during that time also, you had the privilege to work with the best people in the industry. Swerte mo rin talaga, Matt, because you worked with kapanabayan mo talaga. Well, sinasabi nila, sino Wendell Ramos, di ba? Yung mga classes, Gary Estrada, ginile-level ka na sa kanila eh. But you started out with sina Charlene Gonzalez, no?
Yeah, I could say that I worked with the top actresses during my time. So Charlene was, we did like three movies or 4 movies. And I did a movie, leading role din with Sharon Cuneta.
Yes.
Or with Don Sulueta. And I worked with Mikey for a lot of episodes show niya yung Mikey. I even got an award from the program with the most guest actor. Actually, hanggang ngayon, natago pa yung trophy. Yung trophy na binigay.
Talaga?
It was a horse. Yung horse niya nilagay sa harap ng mga jeepney.
Yung parang signature niya, parang di ba? Yung signature na parang horse, no?
No, yung mismong horse. Yung nakalagay sa mga hood ng jeepneys.
Talaga? Ginawang trophy?
Trophy. May sign sa neck ng horse na nakalagay. Matthew Mendoza, most guested actor. Tapos yung signature ni Mikey.
So that's a testament also to your parang ang gaan, hindi lang galing, no? Pero ang dali mong kasama. Ang gaan mo kasama. So, what was your demeanor on the set? Were you ikaw ba yung bugoy? Ikaw ba yung nagpapatawa, life of the party? Or ikaw yung tahimik at reserve?
Alam mo ako, doon ako sa tahimik.
Tahimik ka lang.
I have this thing that, when I was younger, hindi mo ako kausapin, hindi ako magsasalita. Ganon.
Talaga?
Pero ngayon, iba na. Kasi
nagpolitiko ka na eh.
So, gumagawa ako ng paraan na makausap ko to or kung yun ang tahimik, I'll crack a joke para kasi habang nagkakaedad ka, nagiging mainipin na eh. So, you have to really do something para ma-entertain mo yung sarili mo.
At saka yun, parang, it's getting out of your comfort zone also for you to reach out to other people. Sino yung tropa mo during that time, Matt?
Madalas kong nakakasama natin si Robin Da Rosa.
Si Robin, okay.
Shintaro Valdez, yung mga kasama ko yan eh.
Yes, okay. And parang, with that, you worked also with the best directors. I want to know, and people would like to know what you learned from them and how they are in the set with you. No? So, like, you worked with Maning Barlaza for some films. What film you direct, Maning?
Actually, isa lang yun eh. And the TV, yung TV, hindi ko na maalala. Pero of course,
Yes.
yung Jezebel was done by Maning Borlasa.
Maning Barlaza. How is it working with him?
Napakagaan.
Okay.
Wala, hindi ako na-traumatized sa set. I was really, that was my first movie.
Galing.
Alagang-alaga. Alam mo na magsalita si Direk Maning, talagang mahinahon.
Galing.
Hindi nagagalit. Kung magagalit yan, iba yung magagalit, hindi siya. So may proxy siya para
Galing.
magalit. Oo.
So that was one good way of like parang birth mo yung sa industry, no? Parang as a neophyte, parang your breaking in was Direct Maning na may malumanay na okay. So that is a welcoming set. Then you went to iCarlego for Neo Films, no?
Yeah, that was the movie with Mikey.
Okay. Was that the one with Kimpi De Leon?
Yes.
Okay.
Nag-iisang ikaw.
Nag-iisang ikaw. Oh, well, Kimpi guested in my show also and then he admitted ayaw niya ilabas yun but medyo pinormahan niya si Mikey during that time. Hindi lang siya pumasa. O nga. Pero was that a fun set?
Yeah, it was fun kasi maganda yung mga locations namin and during that time, that was 1997, I was on my second year of being in show business.
Okay. So, magaan din na set. Romy Susano just passed away also, no? How was it working with him? And what movie was this?
Romy Susara. Wow. Nawala sa isip ko yun anong movie. I research.
Okay. Then Direct Joey Reyes also, no? You worked with Direct Joey?
Yeah, I worked with Direct Joey for 2 movies. Siyempre, yung very unforgettable was yung Nang Iniwan Mo Ako with Sharon Cuneta. Alam mo naman yung pet ko nanggang si Tita Shawi talagang parating may food. And parating happy yung set. Tapos si Joey, joker talaga yun. Diba? Mahilig magpatawa. Parati siya may punchline na patawa.
Correct.
It was a fun and happy set.
Magaan lang. And it turned out to be a really good movie. Na simple, parang yung language was very now, di ba? Well, during that time at least, no? And then you worked with Don Escudero. Swerte mo talaga ng director kasi mahusay si Don.
Yes. I remember yung kay Don Escudero, we were at Villa Escudero din. Area niya. But I think that was the movie with Soren Legaspi and Aramina.
Okay.
That was that movie. If my memory... Yeah, it was that movie.
Yes. A good location and also good person, no? Parang maayos naman si Don talaga.
Hindi siya... He was strict pero hindi siya matapang na strict. Pero when he talk, when direct talks, kailangan mo makinig. Hindi niya ulitin yan. Kailangan you have to listen.
Correct. And now, Joel Lamangan, kang-ibahan naman. Iba naman si Direct Joel. Sinindak ka ba ni Direct Joel?
Yes. Pero talagang you will learn a lot from Direct Joel Lamangan. Talagang if I have to do a movie again, sana sabi ko maging director ko ulit sila. That's lalo na si Direct Joel. Kasi when I did the movie with Direct Joel Lamangan, that was my second movie. And kami noon? Location sa Cebu. We spent like half a month there. And everyday yung taping namin. And
What movie was this? What movie was this?
Ikaw Naman Ang Iiyak.
Okay.
With Gary Estrada, Don Solueta, Charlene Gonzalez, si Cheryl Cruz.
Yeah, okay. So, at that time, did you want to be a serious actor already? Yung kunyari when you were handled by these directors? Or talagang you were just parang minamaximize mo lang yung exposure while you were young and you were setting your eyes into something more than show business?
Ganito my first movie was a fantasy film, Jezebel.
Yes, Jezebel.
Iba maganda talaga. The locations.
At bata, di ba? Bata yan. So supported by everyone. So after that, people would have noticed you already, no?
Yes, and then my next film was with Direct Joel Lamangan. It's a very serious movie. Siyempre, may iyakan dyan. Away, lahat. Serious role. So, syempre yung nervyos ko nandiyan, lalo syempre si Joel Lamangan yan eh. And during the premiere night, lahat kami nanood, yung press was puno yung yung cinema eh. After the movie, I was like, ano kaya yung hatol sa akin? So isa-isa na silang, they tapped my shoulder, galing mo we were good. Galing, parang kang nag-exam. And then
nakapasa.
yung results na pasado ka. So, pwede pala ako. No?
Very good, very good. But Matt, you also took the Eric Morris, di ba? I researched, and then you also took the Eric Morris School of Acting too, no? So you took acting lessons. So parang you wanted to be a serious actor kahit papano, well, and make a mark in the industry.
I think during that time, in-enroll kami ng manager ko, si Jojo.
Okay.
May kasama akong ibang actors from his agency. And maalala ko, magkasabay kami ni Wendell Ramos eh. Doon ko sa first time nakilala si Wendell. Nag-acting workshop kami. And it helped a lot. I recommend if you're a beginner going into the industry, take the acting workshop class. It helps. Techniques. Lalo na how to face the camera and all those things.
Yes. Pero now iba, ang swerte nga ng mga bata ngayon kasi they're given acting workshops in relation to their roles already. Yung tipong kung ano yung role mo, palalalimin palalo, and talagang magagamit mo sa shooting, no? So, do you see yourself making more parang that mark into show business when you come back? Nakita mo parang, seryosohin ko to, and really parang take notice, be noticed, or even win awards, because even Wendell won awards already for Udian, and take on really serious roles. Do you see yourself doing that?
Yeah, alam mo, before I decided to go back to show business, I looked at the past. You learn a lot from the past. Sabi ko, ano ba yung kulang ko dati?
Yes.
Ano bang hindi ko nagawa? Ano bang dapat kong ginawa? And then looking back, sabi ko during that time, nahati yung yung mind ko within my business and showbiz.
Yes.
So sabi ko, hindi naman half-hearted, because when I was doing movies, doon talaga ako nakafocus. But of course, yung isang kong kamay nasa phone, managing the problems.
Correct.
So sabi ko, this time kung babalik ako, talagang wala eh. Yun like, I can give everything,
galing.
all my time sa showbiz.
Kasi di ba parang babalik ka na rin lang, make a mark already. Because ang ganda nga when I was reading your story, you would have wanted to work with the great Susan Roses, Eddie Garcia. Pero di ba parang sayang, no? Parang you must have learned a lot of good things also from them. Yun.
Yeah. But I was privileged to work with Dolphy before.
Buti.
Nakaguest ako sa
Home
Along. And of course, nakatrabaho ko rin si Babalo. Hindi ko makakalimutan yung role ko sa kanya. Alam mo rin, sinusurpresa ka niya. Nakatayo ganun. Bigla nila ako hinampas yung mga biscuit. Siyempre, magugulat ka. Natural yung gulat mo eh. Hindi sabi na gagawin yun. Pero that scene was really, yung talagang tunay. Kasi hindi mo ina-expect eh. So kung anong lumabas na reaction sa mukha mo, that was genuine talaga.
Bagay sa'yo. Well, I think yun nga yung reinvention mo can be, you can do comedy, funny comedy, no, na lalabas yung the wacky side of Matthew, and the more serious side of the industry also na, okay, you can get into drama and sink into the roles. Can you be, kunyari, when you were younger, you were asked, you were a beach boy, candy cutie na pinapakita boy next door, no? You were that, you were a pin-up boy. Pero ngayon, can you do more parang gritty, independent cinema? Ginagawa yan ngayon, di ba? Parang for mga international releases, yung kunyari, yung masamang role. Well, will you be conscious there kasi meron kang stature in politics?
I would like to try, new things.
Galing.
Sa politics naman, they know I'm from here. They know that I'm an actor, and
yeah,
ako palang kilala nila ako bilang artista and
Galing.
alam nila na I will be doing roles. Siyempre, may limit lang yung roles na pwede
Yeah.
kong gawin.
Galing.
Actually, gusto ko i-try kasi almost all of my movies talaga I was a lawyer, I was a doctor. I was always
The good
yung
person.
good. Gusto ko i-try na yung gusto ko I would like to try a role na opposite nun. Whatever.
The edgier ones.
Whatever, basta opposite nun. So,
Galing.
I explore. Kaya ko din naman simangot. Hindi pa natin nakita.
Pero galing. Now, parang it's really making a mark and looking for your purpose, no? Parang, you might as well, no? Pinasok mo na rin lang, galingan mo na rin. Parang ganun yung ano. Galing. So that's a reinvention now, no? And we'll talk about reinvention pa rin later. But, logical progression ba para sa mga tao sa industriya natin to get into politics, Matt? How do you get yourself involved in politics?
Ako, I'm a fourth generation public servant. My great-grandfather was during the American time, kasi sabi na Governor General, during that time, yun ang tawag. My
Hero ang tawag sa lolo mo, di ba? Hero yung tawag sa lolo mo.
Great-grandfather.
Yes.
Sorry, Chuck.
No, hero. Parang hero yung tawag sa lolo
during
mo.
his time.
Yes.
Ayan, that was my grandfather. He was the
Lolo,
governor here in Puerto Princesa. Heroic stuff during the Second World War. And my dad also used to be a councilor, and during the time of President Aquino, he was assigned as vice mayor and the mayor here. So I'm the fourth generation.
Was it parang a logical progression for you, or you really wanted
Choppy,
it also? Hello. We're better? Okay.
And then it's
there's a choppy pa rin.
choppy.
Okay. Was it a logical progression for you, or you really wanted it also? Did you really want it also? Yeah.
I remember once when I was during early college, I always dream of, sabi ko, kasi I was moving to Manila. Sabi ko, I always dream of someday I will be, like my dad was a politician, public service. So, and then pumasok yung showbiz. So, nakalimutan ko yon.
Yeah.
Busy ako sa showbiz.
So,
ayan. After showbiz, for the whole 10 years, kasi pre-election campaign, wala na talagang halos tinatanggap na movies or TV shows noon. I dedicated all my time to campaign, and when nakuha ko na yung position, I dedicated my time. Nakatanggap ako a few TV projects, very, very few. Yung mga offers, I started refusing, sabi ko, conflict talaga sa time ko.
Galing. Parang ako, yung focus mo, grabe, no? Parang when you get into something, you'll do everything to make it work. So,
yeah, that's one. And ayokong may masabi sa akin yung mga tao.
Galing.
Binoto ka namin, nandun ka. Parang sabi ko, hindi. Kung alam, sayang yung kita, malaki yung kita sa showbiz. Pero sabi ko, i-dedicate ko dito dahil ayoko masira. Binoto nila ako eh. They voted for me.
Ang galing.
Alam, medyo choppy.
Ang galing. Galing lang kasi si Mike asked me to look at your vlogs. I was surprised you had vlogs. Yung matinong usapan, hello? Ayan. Better?
Yeah.
Yan, okay.
Yeah, better.
Si Mike asked me.
No, not better.
Putol pa rin. Okay, game. Si Mike asked me if I can watch your vlogs. You had matinong serbisyo vlogs. You were funny there.
Matinong usapan.
Matinong usapan. You were funny. That was looking at your serious side, but you had a way of like talking to people. So you loosened up when you got to politics.
yan, nasanay ako to, to talk to people from all walks of life, no? Talagang in politics, you really have to, adjust. You really have to, meet a lot of people. You really have to adjust. Kasi iba-ibang usapan eh. Iba-iba yung taong kausap mo.
Okay. Because this is a program with a lot of lessons, no? Gaano kaiba yung lessons learned from show business and politics? Sa show business, ano yung natutunan mo? Versus ano yung natutunan mo naman sa politics?
Sa showbiz, acting yung natutunan ko talaga. And, the one thing na, sa showbiz is being on time.
That's true.
Minsan, na-adapt yan up to today. Minsan, 1 hour nandiyan na ako. I'm always early. So,
Galing.
Na-build ko yan during showbiz. Sabi ko, yun nga yung bad habit ko, parati ako maaga. Which is
Okay na rin yun. And respect also to the elder actors, di ba?
Yes.
Grabe
And sa set, sa crew, and everything, parating na sa back of my mind, ayoko may masabi sila masama sa akin. That's one thing na parating na sa likod. Kaya maging maaga ka na lang kaysa late.
Tapos hindi, nanilibre ka ba ng mga tao doon sa set? Nanilibre ka ba ng mga tao? Galante ka ba sa set? Sa showbiz, nagpapakain ka rin ba like Sharon Cuneta?
Nagdadala ako ng mga like if may taping and galing ako ng Palawan, nagdadala ako ng danggit, sinishare ko or regalo ko, or yung number one, kasoy. Kasi madaling bitbitin eh.
Yes,
yung danggit kailangan may order kasi hindi basta danggit yung dinadala ko, yung specialty dito.
Galing.
Papaluto sa set, papatikim mo sa iba.
Kasi ganun yun, pakikisama din, no? Natuto tayo makisama when you're in the industry. Now, what are the lessons, valuable lessons learned naman in politics?
In politics, walang take two.
That's true.
You have to make it right the first time. Pagka hindi magkakaroon ng bad impression sa'yo. So, and number one is talagang kailangan mong alamin yung problema ng mga constituents mo. And kasi as nasa council ka, no? Legislator ka, you have to know their problems, ano yung pangangailangan nila, and of course, do your thing. You legislate something na to address their needs, their problem, or how to improve their life or the environment around them.
Matt, did you think of running for a higher office after your term?
I think lahat naman ng mga politicians or sa public service, they aim for a higher position. Wala naman siguro nagsabi na, ito lang ako. Hindi. Of course, we dream
bakit
like
parang hindi ka tumakbo the
being
last
an
time?
actor. Wala kasing vacancy sa higher positions. Lahat magka-team kami dito eh. So it was really closed door talaga, closed door. Sabi ko ng bata pa ako eh. I'm only, wag na tayo magbanggit ng edad. Bata pa ako. And there's a lot of years to come for politics.
Pero, ang galing. It also shows kasi, when I was looking at your bio, parang, hindi to sabik sa power. You'd rather give power to those people who don't like it, di ba? Kasi if people really like it, kahit ka mag-anak, kahit kung sino man kapartido mo yung kakalabanin mo, gagawin nun. But you opted to shy away for a while and let other people shine. Is that your character?
Parang mahirap sagutin yan. Pero, like I said, makakasamahan ko sila eh. So,
galing.
They're on their third term. So, sige lang. Like I said, bata pa ako. Let's see what the future will bring. At least, I have more time para bumalik muna sa showbiz. Kasi, karamihan na nami-meet ko, sabi nila, tapos ng term mo, babalik ka na. Parang excited pa sila na bumalik ako. So, sabi, why not? I'll give it a second try or second try. Yeah.
Second wind, yun yung tawag nila, di ba? The second wind in show business and the reinvention nga. Okay naman yun. So, anong natutunan mo about dealing with other people and dealing with the situation in the country naman when you were in politics? Parang, Well, I was there in Puerto Princesa, also in Palawan. The logging problem was really a major thing, di ba?
Palawan ngayon is total lag ban since the early 90s. Talagang binawal na yung logging dito. Mining is allowed sa southern part ng Palawan. Northern part, it's wala talaga. It's all for tourism. And kasi dyan talaga yung mga tourist spots natin. El Nido is there, Coron is there, Port Barton, San Vicente. Nandiyan lahat ng mga tourist areas. Ano? And ngayon, the south of Palawan is also really blooming. Sa tourism side naman, Balabac is slowly, I mean, nasa mapa na ngayong Balabac internationally.
Yes. So parang ang ganda lang na yung environment must be preserved as much as businesses are booming, no? The balance there is something the local officials have to look into. How did you manage to do that?
Come again, naputol po yung dulo.
No, how did you manage to do that? Yung the balance between preserving the environment and then doing good business in terms of tourism. Ang hirap nung ganong balance, pero you're able to serve that well.
Actually, may national law kasi na talagang in regards to Palawan, yung mga environmental laws dito is really strict at talagang sinusunod. So, ang goal, ang aim ng mga leaders, ng governor, ng mga mayors, mga congressmen is, of course, the preservation of the island. Like I said, Northern Palawan is really no mining zone. So they focus on tourism, improving the roads, the facilities, the infrastructure. That's one way na, of course, kung maganda infrastructure, magbo-boom talaga isang lugar. Like provide electricity, 24 hours electricity, water, sewage, and yung mga no-build zone talagang, mga core zone na tinatawag nila, talagang hindi mo pwedeng galawin yan. You cannot even put a lamp post there, but talagang bawal. Kung bawal. Yan ang, sundayin mo lang yung batas. The law is there to, for the better good of the place, the environment.
Ang galing. And do you still manage a restaurant there near the tourist site?
Actually, it's my wife managing it.
Galing.
Yung Kakawin. We're part owners. May dalawa kaming partner, and it's not by the beach, by the sea, pero nasa forest siya. It's para hindi namin kompetensya yung mga nasa dagat. Kami gubat yung
pero ang ganda siguro. Because we went there naman, may restaurant naman dyan, Vietnamese. We really like the Vietnamese restaurant. Tapos doon parang yung mga refugees hinaus. Was that in Puerto Princesa?
Yes, it's called the Vietville, Vietnamese village.
Yes.
They established a Vietnamese restaurant. Actually, wala nang mga Vietnamese doon ngayon. They migrated to the US, Canada, and Australia. But yung parang pinaka-head chef nila or cook, every now and then nandito. Siguro, ina-upgrade niya or tinitignan niya kung authentic pa rin yung sineserve. The restaurant is booming. Pinupuntahan talaga siya kahit it's like 10 minutes away from town.
Yes.
Lalo na kung umuulan, yan ang number one na sa isip ng mga locals dito. Chowlong tayo. Yung
ang galing. Grabe rin yung construction because near the Vietnamese restaurant, merong isang subdivision na kita overlooking yung buong terrain ng Palawan. Yung kita mo yung sea and all, no? There was we just went there at one point and parang peak yata, parang kung sa Cebu may peak, no? Parang yung makikita mo yung buong Cebu, diyan din maganda, parang naayos nyo diyan sa Puerto Princesa mismo.
Yeah, yung area na yan, going north, 10 minutes away from town. Diyan halos lahat ng mga subdivisions ginagawa ngayon. All the well-known developers from Manila, they bought properties and they developed it into a first-class subdivision or a high-class subdivision.
Is that a good thing there? Parang that business is booming? Yung build, parang you are a beneficiary to it?
Yes, if you see a lot of projects like that happening or a lot of constructions around, that's a sign na the area or the town is booming or in progress. You can see the progress through buildings, right?
Yes. And ikaw mismo, what are your pet projects in Palawan? Like kunyari, pag sinabi, okay, this is Matt's contribution to Palawan while he served the 3 terms.
As a councilor, we're assigned committees. I was assigned with the committee on chairman on the committee on tourism and the chairman of the committee on public works and infrastructure. So
very good.
A lot sa infrastructure, a lot of the projects before it will be approved or constructed, dadaan muna sa committee ko. And of course, dadaan talaga yan sa process from the approving what is the right size, what is the right length, yung mga kung bridge or school buildings or roads, kailangan dumaan muna sa process. And I could say that I was a part of that because dumaan sa akin eh. Sa akin inapprove sa committee ko eh. Ako nag-report, akong nagpatawag ng mga committee meetings with the engineers, the city engineers, the provincial, the DPWH, kung national yung area na paggagawan under the national government, you know.
And now it's happening, di ba? Parang it's booming. And nice, thanks to all your efforts.
Yes, it's one of course yung work ng councilor.
Okay. What other projects could you have done or you still want to do? O nasan yung passion mo if you stayed on or you're staying on as a public servant?
Before the pandemic, talagang Puerto is known for tourism. So yung time ko talaga or halos lahat ng mga committees, mga items na na-assign sa akin were tourism related. From improving how to deal with the tourists, the infrastructure na siyempre kailangan kung pupunta yung mga turista maganda yung makikita nila from the restroom to the roads. Kaya yung dalawang committee ko na yun, we're like working hand in hand with each other. Parang connected from crafting mga new laws, mga ordinances to properly address yung mga tourists kasi hindi basta-basta darating yan dito at DIY, no? Kailangan kahit mag-DIY, there are rules na kailangan nilang sundin para like how to go there na tama na hindi naman sila maano ng masascam, all those things.
Totoo eh. And then, well, I just came from Japan and parang if we're really, sa Philippines, if you compare to the Philippines, if we're really serious about development, go to the provinces, di ba? Parang dito, may mga intramuros na pupuntahan, pero if you want to see the beauty of the Philippines, you really go to the provinces and Palawan is top of mind. Yun talaga.
Here in Puerto, let me just share this. This was here already when I entered politics. That best program na like to connect to what you just said is yung program way back pa ito. Before pa I was a councilor, nandyan yan yung CBST na tinatawag namin. It's Community-Based Sustainable Tourism. What it does is ina-address nila yung mga barangays which has walang pondo pero there's a spot na pwedeng punta ng mga turista. So, i-organize nila yun, dine-develop nila. At the same time, yung mga locals doon, nagkakaroon sila ng trabaho. Yung magandang spot sa barangay nila, nagiging showcase o na-highlight. At it gives, the tourists a place to go to. At the same time, it gives the locals jobs and opportunities.
Ang galing. So you support them. So you support them by, like, kunyari, giving the amenities and all, yung tourist amenities, signages, etc. Kasi yun yung kulang na kulang tayo, di ba? Yung mga kunyari, tama kayo, yung kanina, restroom, lights, ilaw, kasi medyo pagdating dito sa Philippines, medyo madilim, di ba?
Yes. Number one is roads, of course. Karamihan kasi ng mga tourist spots nasa looban. Like, kung may waterfalls, hindi yan nasa tabing daan. It's like an hour walk. An hour walk for a tourist is no-no yan eh. Yan, mga turistang sasadyain lang yun. Pero yung mga tourist na on a strict, may time budget sila na they have to be here at this time.
Totoo.
mahirap yun. Pero if there's a road going to that place, ma-accomplish nila yung tour doon in like an hour or two, pwede yan. Kung lalakarin lang nila, 1 hour papunta, 1 hour pabalik, I think hindi masyadong pupuntahan. So, isa yan sa mga ginagawa dito is to, kung may magandang tourist spot sa area na yan, gagawa ng, of course, a decent road.
Yes.
Either concrete or all-weather road, basta maayos. Kasi maganda nga yung spot. Kung pupunta naman yung turista doon, it's like going through,
Galing.
a difficult path. Mahirap eh.
Yan yata yung pwede mong gawin kasi when Berna Puyat was DOT secretary, we were working on sa Baguio naman, yung Sharon Cuneta tour, Baguio tour. Kasi parang may show business na, lahat ng pinag-shootingan na sites ni Shawi doon, parang pwedeng mag-walking tour or relive yung mga ginawa. Diyan yata sa Palawan, gawan mo ng Matthew Mendoza tour. Tapos ikaw mismo yung, yun yung sinasabi, every stop pwede kang sumama sa selfie, tapos gumawa talaga ng tour na ikaw yung magde-design. Do you have enough places to go to, if ever?
In Puerto?
In Puerto, oo. Or kailangan ba lumabas ng Puerto pa?
No, Puerto pa lang kasi Puerto is widespread.
Yes.
We have sites on the northeast, maraming sites sa northwest, southeast, southwest, ganun din. So, sa town, marami din. So,
I wanna make it parang a beneficial talk like this. If you're making a Matthew Mendoza Puerto Princesa tourist tour, where will you bring these people, the sites na practical, a day tour na sa tingin mo maganda?
well, the underground river is really one of our...
Yes.
It's not one, it's our number one tourist spot here in Puerto.
Yes, the underground river.
The road lang going to underground river, marami ka na mga magagandang mga tourist spot na matadaanan dyan. Nandiyan
Like
yung...
where? Yeah.
Yung Ugong Rock.
Okay.
Meron siyang spelunking and zip line. Beside
Galing.
it is 100 caves. Kung saan, in one whole mountain, there's like 100 caves na pwedeng puntahan ng mga tourists. And further towards Sabang, nandiyan, syempre, bibidahin ko ng restaurant namin. Nandiyan yung Kakawian. Meron kaming 150-year-old Dao tree behind. It's like 6 na tao nakadipa ganon, hindi pa matatakpan yung puno. Ganon kalaki yun.
Galing.
And dyan yung Sabang. And Sabang Beach is very, very nice. Meron dyan yung Sabang X zip line, which is one of the longest over water na zip line. And yung final talaga is the underground river. That alone, hindi mo matapos the whole day. So babalik-balikan.
So 2 araw, ganon. Yung wedding tour. Iyan mo na. Gawin mo yun. Hindi naman business.
Meron na yan, pero package tour na yan dito. And of course,
package tour na yan dyan.
Sa isang interview na nakausap ko, anong gagawin mo? Sabi ko, para sa akin, wala na akong gagawin. Siyempre, gusto ko lang buhay ng showbiz. Pero what I'll do is I will not stop campaigning or
helping tourism, di ba? Making people go to Palawan. Yes.
Tourism. Sabi ko, naka-embed na sa isip ko kasi 9 years din ako sa committee ng tourism. So parang yun na, every time I go to Manila or naimbita ako sa ibang probinsya or other municipalities, talagang I take time to promote the place. So kahit wala na ako sa office ko, nandun pa rin ako as a former.
Galing. Parang you'll be known as Mr. Palawan, promoting tourism in Palawan, no? Parang yun maganda nga. If Sharon Cuneta would want Baguio, kasi nga ang dami niyang pelikulang ginawa doon, yun Palawan can be that. And probably if we're able to, if people would like to get you, no, a lot, promote Palawan as a shooting site. Alam mo si Goma, di ba, ang ginawa niya? Yes, I'll do the Sharon Cuneta film with Goma, but they shot in Ormoc mismo. So, ganun yung nangyari. Parang the magagandang sites doon na namarkahan ng pelikula. So, will you be open to doing that? Kunyari, parang yun, isang pwede nating gawin. Well, probably try to do an indie film featuring Palawan, no? Yung pwede pong ganun. Yung mga nangyayari sa Palawan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really open sa mga ganun projects. Like I said, kung makakatulong ako mag-promote, I will help.
Galing, galing,
Nasa
galing.
kanila lang yan.
So parang nasa likod palagi ng isip mo is to be able to promote Palawan, the beauty of Palawan, to encourage people to get to Palawan. Ganang, Puerto Princesa. That's a nice thing. That's a nice thing. So, nice to say that in the 3 years that you're out of politics, you'll be welcoming again, so getting into show business. The last effort you had was Wildflower. How fast or was your stint there? Gaano katagal yung ano mo doon?
That was 3 episodes. I think 3 days din namin ginawa yun. Different locations.
Okay, in
Kasi
Manila.
In Manila, of course, in Manila.
Okay. Okay.
Sa ano yun eh. Somewhere, saan ba yan?
Hindi ka nanibago, Matt?
Hindi naman. Nanibago lang ako sa mga kasama dahil mas bata na sila. Yung mga dati kong kasama, hindi ko na nakakasama eh.
Ikaw na yung kuya.
Kuya na. Papa. Daddy.
Papa, ikaw na yung tatay. Oo nga.
Pero ganun pa rin eh. The way of filming is ganun pa rin. You have to wait. You really have to wait.
That's true. That's true.
Buti nga ngayon may mga air content na eh. Dati wala.
Dati wala. Oo.
Kaya na kami.
Doon lang sa side, di ba? Kung ano yung location, doon ka lang. But
lang kotse mo.
no, I want you to recall good times in the industry, no? When was the time you were really so happy in the industry? Ano yung pinaka-high time mo in show business? Can you tell me, go back to that experience na masayang-masaya ka talaga at di mo kakalimutan?
Well, when we were doing Jezebel, talagang that was really exciting pa kasi from Puerto and yung majority ng mga scenes namin was nasa dagat, nasa bangka. So talagang at home ako. And it was I do the stuff parang hindi work eh, parang continuation lang ng aking being
Youth.
Probinsyano. Youth, yes. Yes.
Galing. Well,
and, of course, the rest of the movies, parate nasa mga locations kami, and you stay in nice hotels naman kung nasa location kayo, and it was really
gimmick, no? Parang talagang nilubos-lubos mo rin yung gimmick when you were younger.
Yeah. Yes.
So next, when were you challenged or competitive? Did you ever have that moment in the industry when you felt challenged and competitive?
I think during yung year 2000 na up kasi 5 years has passed na parati ka na sa lead roles, and gano'n naman ang industry. Darating yung time na talagang there will be newcomers.
Yes.
When I went in the industry, marami rin akong na-overtake ng mga dati.
Yes.
Nung time ko, tapos na yung prime time ko sa showbiz, may ibang darating, doon ka na challenge kasi, hindi na ako yung bida ngayon ha.
Pero ang galing, you're so self-aware. So meron sa sarili mo, nasasabi mo na, okay, I have to stay relevant, no? Yun.
Yes, for me, it's accepting the situation kasi wala ka na magagawa, ganyan talaga yan. Hindi mo na pwedeng balikan yon. So adapt kung ano yung for your age during that time. That's where you'll focus. Kaya kunyari, nung 2000s, pwede na ako mag-young dad. Sabi ko, yun ang role ko. Hindi na ako pwede maging mga leading man. Kasi hindi na. I'm already a dad. And yung age ko, hindi na pang ganun na teenagers. Hindi na ako teenager. Hindi na young. I cannot act. Do the thing I used to do because of, life, age. Ganun.
Yeah.
So, kung ano yung appropriate para sa edad ko, that's what I will do.
Pero alam mo ngayon, ang kaibahan ngayon, actors can have a stake in what they do. Kunyari, sina Aga, nagpapasulat naman ng role. Pwedeng, ngayon, hindi ka na lang naghihintay ng offers. You create offers. Yung tipong ano yung bagay na role sa'yo and things will revolve around it. Tapos at your age, pwedeng gumawa pa nga ng mga roles na yun, challenge ka lalo. Yun, isang possibility yan kasi pagpasok ng ibang, hindi lang yung mga mainstream films, di ba? When you watch Netflix now, di ba, maraming napaka-challenging na roles that you can sink your teeth into, no? So isa yon sa magandang pwedeng gawin. Next, can you share with us your most embarrassing story or a funny story while you were shooting or what? Pinagtripan ka ba or did they do pranks on you?
Ako, I can't forget this, siyempre, isa sa mga talagang naging close ko na director during yung year 2000s na, no? More on TV na yun, si Direk Wendy Ramas.
Okay, si Direk Wendy. Okay.
Ginagawa namin yung Diyosa. Si Direk kasi may lagay siya sa hanggang 5 hook yung tuhog.
Yes.
Isang take lang yan, wala nang cut. So, okay.
Yes.
There was a scene na siguro I was really tired. Tired na, 5 hook yun. Yung pinaka-5th hook na tuhog was the time na yayakapin ko si Ann. Kasi si Ann, anak ko si Ann doon sa Diyosa.
Yes.
So, I don't know what happened. Sa 3rd hook pa lang, niyakap ko na.
Okay.
Mamaya, niloloko nila ako, masyado ka naman excited. Yung hiya ko, diba? Excited magyakap. Sabi ko, hindi, nawala lang talaga sa isip ko. Matt, sabi niya, hindi ko makalimutan, sabi niya, Matt, mamaya pa yan.
Ang galing.
Tuwing maalala ka, nahiya talaga. Baka kasi isipin na, siyempre, excited magyakap.
But you were cool about it, no?
Oo, siyempre, hindi ka magpapakita. Oh, sorry, nawala sa isip ko.
Galing. Well, next. Ano naman yung, that's a crazy, funny story, no? But kailan ka nalungkot naman? Was there ever a time you were sad in the business? Was there a senti part?
Actually, this really happened. December 13, December 12 pa lang. 2008. During filming din ng Diyosa. During the take. Yung iba kasi pauwi na yung mga ibang actors na pagpapakat na Ako na naiwan plus may mga scene pa I received a call from home na yung my brother na is about to expire. Sinabi ko kay Direk, kailangan ko habulin yung flight ng this time morning. Marami pang scene. So yung ibang actor naman, narinig nila, sabi nila, sige, okay lang na hindi kami mag-pack up muna, gawin muna natin. And ito sa sad for me. Ayun yung ano nga ako, nahiya ako na, siyempre pagod na sila, gusto na umuwi. And sabi nila, hindi, gawin na natin bago kami. So, in-extend pa na yung working hours nila for that.
Ang galing. Pero ang galing, no? Pero the good thing about the pandemic also, siguro yung flip side lang ng pandemic, naayos yung working hours ngayon, Matt. Di ba dati 24 hours or extended talaga yung mga oras? Ngayon, strict 12, 14 hours and you can like tell them. So, yun na magandang kondisyon ngayon. So, you're looking forward to it, no?
Last taping ko was 2018 So, hindi pa ako makarelate dyan sa sinasabi mo. Titignan ko.
Yun nga. Pero
during yung mga last tapings ko before I entered politics 2011, naka-experience ako na naghahabol kami ng last day. And we straight 36 hours walang tulog.
Grabe, no?
Wala kang time mag-idlip kasi nasa lead role ka, so lahat ng eksena nandun ka. Sa sandal ka lang pero hindi ka makakatulog.
Wala na, bawal na yun because of the pandemic, Matt. So, also, hindi na rin maganda sa retention ng utak mo, di ba? Parang kung pagod na, bibigay ng katawan mo, di ba? Hindi ka na rin makamemorya nun. Kung 36 hours, 24 hours na nagtatrabaho. So,
dry na yung, parang dry na yung isip mo. Ayaw na mag-absorb information. During that time, yung one of the leading ladies ng taping na yan, while talking, bigla na lang collapse, sinugod sa hospital. Kala ko, pack up na, hindi. grabe yung working, ano niya, yung determination niya. After nung gumaling na siya, nagkamalay na, balik sa set. Hindi siya nag-quit. Believe talaga ako nung time na yun sa kanya. Sabi ko, kung iba ito, baka ano na, baka umuwi na ito. Siyempre, let's call it a day. Pero they understand na last taping day yun, hindi na pwede madugtungan. So,
Last taping day at saka yung bawal na ngayon yung hand to mouth. Yung tipang for airing. Di ba? Yung for airing. Pero yun na nga, well, privilege pa nga yung mga artista kasi 12 hours, 14 hours. Pero ang nakakaano talaga, kakaawa yung mga staff. Kasi sila yung walang tulog. Sila yung, yun, you must have noticed that. And someone na may puso para sa mga maliliit na tao katulad mo, you would befriend the staff, 'di ba? Ang measure natin sa mabuting tao sa industriya natin, 'di ba? Yung hindi yung mga boss, yung mga kaibigan lang, kundi yung mga crew. Kasi you feel for them. May mga ikaw ba? Karancho mo yung mga kaibigan mo yung mga crew at saka yung mga staff din.
yeah, mostly nakakasama mo kasi dyan during the set is yung mga utilities. Ano? Sila yung, kasi mag-aasikaso sa'yo.
That's true.
Kung, para sa akin, the little way na makakatulong ako sa kanila is, kung kaya ko na rin lang gawin, hindi ko na sila utusan gawin pa yun.
That's true.
Ililipat yung gamit ko from one place to another. Kaya ko rin lang gawin eh. Hindi ko na iasa sa kanila, I'll do it myself. At least nababawasan yung workload nila. At napapagod din yan. Sila lahat tayo napapagod. Lalo na sila na ang work nila is more on physical work.
Pero isa rin yan sa mga na-solve ng pandemic, Matt eh. Parang ngayon, wala na yung mga +1+1. At yung, kasi they're controlling the number of people in the set. Ngayon, parang during lingay, pero hindi na yung set hot, pag tinawag na hot set kasi, yung walang ibang mga tao, kundi yung mga artista lang at saka yung crew, no? So, controlled yung setup. Yun, parang bilang na bilang at lahat nag-antigen test. Hindi ko nga alam kung ngayon, kumusta dyan sa Palawan, may surge ba sa inyo? Kasi bumabalik dito ngayon yung pag-antigen test bago mag-taping.
Dito, we still have, pero it's not that much na alarming.
Hindi yung full yung hospital na hindi naman gano'n.
Hindi na, wala na. Kahit yung aming mga facilities to accept COVID patients, wala na rin eh. Hindi na necessary.
Correct. Pero yun, kung titingnan yung flip side nga ng COVID, ang daming, while nakita rin natin na tinuring yung sector natin sa entertainment na hindi essential, kaya ang daming ayuda nang galing sa bawat isa, no? Us helping each other na lang. If yung parang hindi official sector ang tingin, ang dami ring na-solve, like yun nga, working hours, yung welfare ng mga tao, kailangan yun. Pag-usapan yung mga staff na inaalagaan din yung health benefits and all. Ngayon, I want to ask you certain things and your thoughts on concerns in our industry, no? Burnout. When people ask you, Matt, how do you battle against burnout? Anong sinasabi mo sa mga tao? Kunyari, even in politics, hindi pong sobra ka ng maraming iniisip. Anong ginagawa mo? Just to handle that.
The only thing you can do is take a break talaga.
That's true.
Take a break talaga. Take a moment. Kung talaga take a day off from what you do. Talagang ikaw lang, wala kang iisipin. You really have to refresh your mind. Hindi. If it could get into you and maraming pwedeng mangyari. And talaga, take a break. Magkulong ka sa kwarto mo, wala kang gagawin, wala kang isipin.
And that's effective. That's effective for you.
Yes,
also.
it is.
So what do you do pag ganun? Go to the sea. What works for you?
Yeah, that's one thing. Go to the beach kasi una sa dagat ka talaga it really refreshes your mind. Or be with your family. Do nothing. Huwag mong isipin yung trabaho mo. Huwag mong isipin dala. As in, totally detached ka para it will refresh your mind.
That's true. Another issue, Matt. What's your stand on, kunyari, during our time, hindi to masyado, kasi kung meron kang pinagdadaanan, pinaharap sa'yo, di ba? Sa atin, talagang survival yung instinct natin. Pero ngayon, when people talk about mental health, How do you like deal with that now? Parang, kasi nagiging, kuminsan, ito na yung reason, yung mga bata, no? Parang, may pinagdadaanan ako and they stop. How do you deal with that? Hirap, no? Kasi the generation natin, walang, hindi masyado pang, kasi sa atin, harapin mo yung problema, ganun yung training sa atin, no?
Oo, kasi noon, wala masyadong information about mental health. So, hindi mo naiisip eh. Parang, sige, stress ako ngayon, depressed. Yun na yung term doon. Ngayon, there's a term for everything. And ngayon, naisip nila na, ganito pala ako ngayon. So, nagdadagdag yun eh. Kasi parang finifeed mo rin yung mind mo sa situation eh. So, I think the best, para sa akin, the best way to deal with it is, it's only you can get into your head and, fix things. Kailan harapin mo? But of course, you really have to seek
help.
Like sa kapatid mo, sa asawa mo, sa nanay mo, sa tatay mo, o sa friend mo na may pinagdadaanan akong ganito. Kasi it's really, sa akin kung puno na yung isip ko, mabigat ng dibdib ko, I talk to my wife, itong na-feel ko ngayon. Hindi ako mahihiya. Sabi na, ako ngayon. Nag-anxiety attack ako ngayon dahil sa situation na ito. After I talk about it, after a minute, wala na. Nawala na sa isip. Parang, the more you keep it inside, the more it magnifies or it intensifies. Pero once you talk about it, nilabas mo, kumbaga sabi nga parang parang balloon. Once na pinasingaw mo, wala na yung pressure. Nababawasan. The more you keep it inside, the more it will cultivate and magsasanga-sanga.
That's a nice advice, really.
Parang balloon eh. Talk about it, share. Pero share it with someone you trust. Share it with someone you trust na
galing na advice. Magaling na advice kasi parang somehow ngayon we listen to what people are not saying. Ang hirap i-translate yung mga bagay na hindi nila sinasabi, di ba? So your advice is to really say it, unburden it, unload it to someone you trust. Maganda yon. Next,
trust is important.
What's your stand on social media, Matt? I asked you about this before. Are you on social media? How active are you in social media? Because everyone, I bet even your kids, they have Facebook, they have IG or YouTube even. Ano yung stand mo dyan?
Okay. So social media, it connects you to the whole world.
That's true.
Ako kasi medyo, hanggang FB lang ako. I have two accounts. Public account ko, and yung sa family.
Okay.
So, ngayon, tinuturuan ako ng wife ko. Kasi lahat, like you said, ikaw ba nagsabi sa akin na kailangan may IG ka?
Kailangan. I-curate natin yung IG.
We're working on my IG. Siguro in a few days, ma-master ko na.
Yes.
I think
I'll coordinate with you about that kasi yan yung Bible ngayon ng mga ng mga casters ba? Yan yung even advertisers, yan yung tinitingnan. Even kunyari sa mga yung View, yung Korean collaborations with local producers, tinitingnan yung ilan yung likes, ilan yung following. Pero yun nga we come from a generation na hindi naman nabubuhay dahil sa likes. yung ngayon mga bata ngayon kasi yung the whole existence yung nila nabuboost ng likes. At least tayo may grip tayo sa sarili natin more than the likes in social media. So do you have rules in the house, as in walang phone pag kumakain kayo, or during the moment will people watch it or will people film it? Ano yung ginagawa niyo dyan?
Yung rules sa amin, of course, during meal times, walang phone. Kung may gagamit ng phone, ops, kain muna.
Galing.
Ito ang namin rule. And, ano yung second question mo?
Yung kunyari, are you in a moment, or do you teach your children to be in the moment, or okay lang sa kanila that they're filming everything? Di ba parang, di ba in major occasions, nakakalimutan mo na yung yung you're in that moment kasi yung mga tao abala sa pagdo-document.
Kung we go out for dinner or go to a place, tapos makikita mo sila lahat nasa phone lang gano'n, ano ba? Umalis pa tayo ng bahay, magagayanin lang kayo.
Galing.
But of course, naintindihan ko rin na when they go to a place, selfie pa bang tawag nila yan, or yung moment nila.
Correct.
Pinapabayaan ko. Pero once na we start dining or eating, gano'n, tama na muna. Let's talk to each other.
Galing.
Mamaya na i-post yan.
Do you have rules on privacy also? What to post and not to post, or baka they know?
They know. Sabi ko, don't post anything that can be used against you. Don't comment anything na might hurt someone, or yung may masaktan. Don't post. Huwag kayo magko-comment na yung makakasakit kayo ng kapwa. Or don't post anything na gagamitin sa inyo, like ugly pictures, mga ganon. Kasi baka ma-brand ka na ganon kung ano yung pinost mo, di ba?
At ma-trigger pa ng away eventually, na di pagkakaintindihan. So, aren't you glad that we were in an age na we were more cut out to reality rather than social media? Kasi di ba sa social media, you curate your reality. Best foot forward lahat talaga yon.
Hanggang ngayon, I wonder how we did it before. Looking back, 80s or early 90s na walang cellphone.
That's true.
Walang text. Phone lang, landline. And then we managed to, magkikita kung saan. We just end up in one place na, ano natin nagawa yung dati? Ngayon, ipipin mo location mo. Tatawagan. Pag sinabi, at this time, at this day, magkita tayo sa this spot. Pagdating ng time and day, doon tayo.
Galing, no? Parang if you really wanted to communicate with someone, you'll really find ways. Ngayon kasi, ang dali talaga. Tapos ang dali ding mag-ignore at mag-mute ng mga tao kung ayaw mo talagang pakinggan. So lahat yun, parang nakakontrol na rin ng mga tao. Now, next about the industry also. Talk about reinvention and longevity. Paano ba tumatagal maging relevant sa industry, even in politics, no? How do you make yourself relevant and stay there, and be in the people's top of mind?
May saying yan, di ba? Out of sight, out of mind.
Well, totoo rin naman yun. Naman.
Sa politics, ganun din eh. Kung hindi ka nila nakikita, makakalimutan ka nila. You really have to, be visible. You have to really go to, sa amin dito, sa mga barangays, kailangan makita ka doon. Kung in-invite ka for a fiesta, be there, make it a point na makikita ka nila, malalaman nila na nandoon ka. Kasi mahirap yung mabansagan ka na pupunta lang yan siya dito kung kampanyahan eh.
Kung kailangan.
No talaga. As much as possible. I think it also applies sa showbiz na kung hindi ka nila makikita, makakalimutan ka nila.
That's true.
Na-experience ko yan last Friday, may in-attendan akong event. Sabi ko, ilan na nakakakilala sa akin, yung mga dati kong kasamang mga line producer, baka staff namin sa TV shows dati, yun na lang. Pero yung iba, kahit yung mga iba artista, parang hindi, naalala ko dati, kilala. So, hindi ka nakikita, makakalimutan. So, visibility talaga.
No, will make you relevant. But Matt, yun nga, your social media, your IG and your Facebook. I'll track you there. And next, how important is good family life? Ako kasi yun tarang tayo when we have a complete family to go home to, hindi ka napapariwara, di ba? Parang yung sabi kang umuwi. Kasi we experience in this industry, di ba? Parang yung nagtatagal sa labas, yung walang uuwi ang pamilya. Parang how did it help you?
Teka, let me gather my thoughts.
Galing.
Sa akin kasi, I always want to be home because home is where I'm happy all the time. Kasi minsan advantage, kasi like, kunwari, nasa work ako, parang ako excited umuwi. Parang, tapos
That's
sinabi
true.
to, gusto ko na umuwi. Sometimes, it is happy ka, but at the same time, parang yung work naman na ano mo ng konti, parang nalulugi sa yung work na, oy, trabaho ka man na, wag ka na umuwi. But it's really important na yung inuuwi mong lugar ay happy. That would be your happy place. Kasi
That's
ang hirap
true.
din umuwi you spend most of your time at home. Mahirap umuwi na pagdating mo doon hindi ka happy sa uwian. It would be difficult or parang ako hindi ko makita gano'n na dapat na kaya nga home is where you belong.
Correct.
Or home is where you're happy.
Correct. And ako, yun yung biggest support group mo, di ba? Pamilya mo talaga. And you have kids. What kind of a father are you? Are you cool or are you the disciplinarian? Ikaw ba yung kung good cop, bad cop, kayo ng wife mo, ikaw yung bad cop? Ano yung role playing doon?
Ako, last week nagkaroon ng yung son ko, he's graduating senior high na, going to college, you retreat. So they have to write a letter to their father, to their mother.
I like that. Days with the Lord. Did you go through Days with the Lord? Yan, di ba? Yun yung mga retreat. Yes.
Describe your father, gano'n. So, yun, good cop.
Good cop ka.
Good cop.
And,
Based on bata ko, good cop ako.
Ikaw yung spoiler.
Yes, exactly. Yun, bata ko rin yun.
Okay. Pero did it come to your mind that the way we deal with our families is also the way we deal with our community? Kaya nadadala mo sa politics yan eh. Kung masaya ka sa pamilya mo, at yun nga, kung authoritarian ka sa bahay, ikaw yung ganyan ka din paglabas mo. The kind of family you have is the kind of country you want also. Or you will eventually have. So, yun, ang ganda lang sa'yo, yung parallelism na, masaya ka sa bahay mo. So that's what you bring when you get to politics, no?
Yeah. Kumbaga, you're in character sa bahay ka or sa politics. Kasi ito yung character ko sa bahay. When I go out during the time na nasa public service ako, yun din ang character na dala ko. Kung ano yung nasa bahay.
Ang galing. So, well, dun ba, strict ka ba sa work or cool ka rin na sa boss?
Strict. No, I'm not that strict. Cool. Halo-halo na yun. Sometimes may time na syempre bothered ka with something. Medyo alam nila yan eh. Hindi na nila ako inaano. Hindi na nila ako.
Tahimik ka pag ganyan? Tahimik ka
ako. Alam nila yan.
Okay.
Pag pinost ko yung sliding door sa office, hindi na yan sila mag-ano sa akin. Alam nila ako. Pero most of the time, ang sinanay ko kasi, yung mga staff ko na every now and then, we nag-outing kami or I invite them out para continuous yung sama namin. Hindi lang office.
Ganda. I see Goma in you. I'm close to Goma and yun, ganyan din siya. Cool lang, di ba si Goma? And in his background of sports, are you into sports too? Yung tipong yung manalo, matalo, ang dali mong to cope with it. Kasi sanay kang matalo, sanay kang manalo, so you just go on with your life. So yun yung dynamics nila ni Lucy. Si Lucy naman mas emotional na hindi kaya yung pagkatalo, pero when Goma lost, yun naman cool pa rin siya. So yun.
When 2013, I think yun yung time na hindi nanalo si Goma. But we know each other from showbiz. Si Lucy was one of the first na nakilala ko. Hindi pa sila noon ni Goma. I was there with yung commercial nila na Lux shampoo. I was the brother of Lucy. Ako yung brother ni Lucy.
Galing. Galing.
So doon ko sila first na meet.
Hindi mo niligawan si Lucy noon?
Bakit? Ano to?
Nawala si Matt.
And I remember nung 2013 when nung hindi nga nanalo si Goma. Pero yung team niya nanalo nun eh.
Yes.
Kasabay ko yung team niya nag-enroll sa UP. What's his yung
I live here. I live here in UP mismo.
Sa
So,
Diliman
yun
yan eh.
yun.
So I
Yes.
took a 1-week course about legislation, no?
Yes,
I
yes.
forgot the course, pero nasa UP yan. Binisita pa ni
NCPAG.
NCPAG, yes, exactly.
Yes, yes.
Binisita pa ni Goma yung mga ka-team niya doon eh. So
Galing.
talagang, ayan, makikita mo sa kanya na talaga ano siya. I mean, support, kahit hindi siya nanalo nung time na yun, yung support niya sa mga kasama niya, tuloy-tuloy.
Didn't you have mga joint projects as in yung port ba, the port system? They were telling me this about, well, having a port in Palawan, in Cebu, in Ormoc, yung tipong may ganon, may tour ba? Yung pwedeng by the sea, pwedeng magkaroon ng tour. Did you ever explore that? Kasi magkakalapit lang naman kayo, di ba?
Medyo, Puerto is medyo malayo sa lahat. Like,
Kayo yung
we're an
pinakamalayo.
hour away by flight sa lahat. So, mahirap i-connect. But dito, in the whole island of Palawan, kasi Puerto is no longer part of the province. Kasi highly urbanized city na kami, independent na kami.
Yes.
So, diretso kami sa Malacanang. Ano. But yung mga tours namin, we recommend na if you fly in from Puerto Princesa, okay, stay a day in Puerto, do the tour. Next, you move to the north. Kung pa north ka, Port Barton, then El Nido, then take a boat going to Coron, and you can exit Coron going back to Manila or kung saan ka pupunta.
Galing.
Parang bridge.
You're really Mr. Palawan, Mr. Tourism also. Yun, pwede mong dalhin yan kahit saan. Yan yung branding. Yan yung pinaka-branding mo na pwedeng dalhin. Well,
That's what I do. That's what I really do.
and probably that's what eventually or ultimately you will do then, no? Parang you will grow old promoting Palawan, your hometown, and people should remember you there or even here as yun nga, someone so devoted and committed to promoting your locality, no? So other hopes pa, Matt, for yourself muna. Ano pa yung mga sana mo sa sarili mo?
Ako, when I took a break from showbiz, naisip ko, paano kaya kung hindi ako nag-break? Anong nangyari ngayon? Will I be in a, more, ano bang tamang term? Sikat na
Sikat or
situation?
serious? Kasi the two-pronged yun eh. Can be sikat, pero yun nga, yung kasikatan, palaging people are always looking for someone new. Pero yun nga, kung if you're a serious actor, people will respect you more. Iba rin naman yung stature nun, di ba? So, yun.
Actually, that's what I want. At my age, hindi ko na, I know na hindi na pwede yung you'd be the big star, ganun. But I want to maintain a role na kahit on my 60s, nagagawa ko pa yung role na yun. Every time they need a role na ganun, sa top of mind nila.
Or we break rules also. Kunyari, ang ganda na ano mo. We don't, even in politics, parang ang ganda ng insight na yun eh. Parang, hindi na tayo after kasikatan. Kasi fleeting yung kasikatan eh. It's really making a mark, no? Parang excellence na. Dapat excellence na muna. So parang, if people know you're excellent in this kind of role or you can portray this, yun, even in politics, di ba? Kung alam nilang magaling ka, yun, people will still elect you. In show business, it's like that also. Kung alam nilang magaling ka and you can portray this, yun, kukunin pa rin. So, nakikita mo opening doors into even politics man or show business into greater excellence.
Yes.
Galing.
Yeah. Yun ang, like I said, babalik ako sa showbiz. Gusto ko kung anong babalikan ko, okay, I'll just compare na lang kung anong gusto ko. Parang, like Albert Martinez. Nandiyan parating sa, hindi mo siya nakikita bumababa, o he really maintained yung level na tuwing may kailangan na role na ganito. Albert, ganon. I would like to have something, to do something, to be something like that.
Albert, Tonton. Even Tonton at a certain point. No, parang, and he can parang do roles kung na edgy, no? Ako, I really am excited to like get your roles na talagang even edgier ones that can challenge you. At sasabihin nila, uy, bumalik si Matt at he made a difference. Yun naman yun eh. Parang it's making a difference. Next. Community naman. And when you talk about community, ano yung mga sana mo, hopes mo for the community? Two communities. Your community in show business and your community in politics. Ano yung sana? Sana sa showbiz una.
Sa showbiz, since I'm going back to something na
Yay!
naglaylo ako for more than a decade. So I don't know kung anong community na mapupunta sa akin when I'm there. Kasi iba-iba yan eh, di ba?
Yes.
Community ng mga big stars, community. Although, isa lang yung I don't know yet showbiz, but as soon as I step foot back into showbiz again, then I'll find myself kung ano yung
Let's plan
community
it out. Let's plan it out. Ako, people will just give you naman what your vibe is eh. If you tell them, throw it to the universe and say, I want to be a serious actor. I want to do something more excellent. Parang it will come to you. It will
with
come
hard
to
work.
you. Yes, with hard work. Yes. In politics naman, what's your wish or hopes in politics?
Ako, I just, kung anong ginagawa ko ngayon, I'll maintain it. Kahit wala na ako sa public service ngayon, hindi na ako elected official. Ganun pa rin yung mga constituents, nandyan pa rin sila yung kung mga nangailangan, ganun. And before I entered politics, me and my wife, meron na kaming parang hindi naman ang tawag dyan? Yung social namin, parang
Public
social
parang
responsibility, social namin.
Yes.
We
Give
help
back.
a lot sa sector ng mga PWDs.
Galing.
So we help them through yung mga programs, mga activities, lalo na my wife, talaga na hands-on talaga siya dyan. Because yung isang anak namin yung na PWD, so naging sentro na namin yan. Before, during, and after politics, dyan na yan. So I think, for me, siguro yung calling na binigay sa amin, dyan kami talaga tututok. For the rest of our life. Yan ang namin.
Galing, no? Parang, ang gandang insight din. Because after excellence, you go to purpose, no? Parang kailangan hindi lang magaling, marami tayong kilalang magaling. Dapat mabuti ka rin at nagsisilbi ng iba sa iba. It's not only yung parang, di ba sasabihin natin, gusto kong sumikat nung bata tayo, sikat ako. Pero palagi mo tinatanong, bakit at para kanino? And when you ask the question para kanino, it should be extending beyond yourself. And you're doing it now. Yun nga, that's why you're blessed. Parang, yun, para kanino, hindi lang para sa atin. You're extending help to other people. Kaya nga yung pag sinasabi, bakit mo gustong pumasok sa show business? Pag sinabi lang, gusto ko sumikat, gusto ko magkapera, naku, kinakabahan akong tulungan yung mga yun. Kasi mas would rather get people na, okay, gusto kong sumikat, pero para rin to be excellent and to have purpose. And I think, yun nga maganda, time has come that you've found it. And what a very good time to go back into the industry again, Matt, when you've set your priorities straight like that. Last question lang, just to contextualize things. So we talked about family, yourself, and even the community. At the time when people are asking, okay, bakit ka pa nagnanatili dito sa bansa natin? Sasabihin mo, okay, you're working on tourism, and sasabihin mo masaya pa rin sa Pilipinas. What is there to be proud about the Philippines? During that time ba, didn't you think of like migrating? A lot of people, di ba, thought of that. Pero you've decided to stay here in our country.
Hirap sagutin yan. Siguro, this is my home.
Yes.
I love to travel, Kami na wife ko and the family, we always travel, It's always
I'll tell you now, kailangan gawin mo yan habang bata ka pa't nakakalakad ka. Kasi, correct.
Yeah, I think totoo talaga. Kung punta ka sa ibang bansa, maganda, malamig, malinis,
yes.
But, dito ako pinanganak and happy naman ako dito.
True.
Siguro, I'm doing good naman here. So, why? para sa akin, yan ang pag-iisip ko. Kasi yung ibang tao, iba rin yung decision nila. Siguro, ganun. But me, masaya ako dito eh. Dito, bilang anak. But hindi ko kino-close yung doors ko sa traveling.
Oo naman, okay yung traveling. Pero
Baging local or international. I
that's
just love
true.
it.
That's true. And we'll keep on promoting that. But what makes you proud being a Filipino still now? While other people have lost faith in our country already, ikaw pag bumabalik ka pa rin. Yun, buti nga, Matt, pwede tayo mag-Englishan the whole time, no? Buti nga nakakapag-Tagalog ka rin ng maayos, di ba? Parang rule yan, di ba, na nasa bahay, at least sa bahay, nakakapag-Tagalog ka.
Nung bata kami, early elementary, ganun, talagang walang Tagalog. Nahirapan ako sa school because yung father ko talaga English.
Talaga?
Ayun. Problema ko ngayon, yung Tagalog ko may punto, may accent.
Okay lang, okay lang.
Nahihirapan ako. Sometimes, when I'm aware, at nakokontrol ko yung accent. But kung napapasarap yung kwentuhan, gano'n, mabilis, doon na lumalabas yung Palawan accent ko. So
it's something you have to be proud of, no? Parang,
I know. Ako, probinsyano talaga ako. Kung nasa
Galing.
Manila, I'm from Palawan, probinsyano ako. And this is how we speak there. Ganito yung Tagalog namin, may punto. Saan ba yung tamang Tagalog? Wala naman, di ba?
Yes.
I speak to tatlong Filipino dialect, no? Of course, I speak Tagalog. I speak Cebuano. Hindi perfect, but I do. And I speak yung local dialect dito, yung Kuyunod. So, somehow naghahalo-halo sila and yung accent nagiging weird.
Ang galing. Pero okay pa rin. Is there a rule in the house na okay, you can use English outside kasi required naman yan pag sa labas. Pero sa loob ng bahay, Pinoy pa rin kayo?
It doesn't matter, Taglish, English.
Okay.
Kung saan ka comfortable, yun na namin. Magbisaya ka dyan. Kasi yung wife ko is, Cebuano.
Good, very good. Galing.
Gusto rin namin matuto sila nun. Kasi syempre, yan ang ng wife ko eh. Bisaya talaga siya. She's
Tama.
Mindanao, So, gusto ko rin matuto sila nung salita ng wife ko. Ako, ang regret ko lang is hindi ako natuto ng salita ng nanay ko.
Which is?
Sa Bacano. So, I really wanted to learn pero medyo mahirap na matutunan niya.
Talaga? Taga Zamboanga ba sila?
Oh, my mom's from Zamboanga City.
Oh, I handle Heidelin, the weightlifter. And she's from Zamboanga and she speaks real Chabacano. Kakaiba din. Pero okay na rin yan. At least you're teaching your kids now to speak the native language, the local language. Kasi dun pa rin nahuhun talaga yung pagka-Pilipino. So, ang ganda lang na tipong okay, at least we see a Matthew who's so parang determined and more equipped, I guess, when you get to to show business and to politics. And then we see a Matthew na attuned to the community, may purpose na yung mga ginagawa mo, and we see a Matthew na okay pa rin attuned to yun, even the country, no? Sa Diyos naman, what do you pray for now? Do you pray a lot now? Habang tumatanda ba tayo, you become more prayerful?
No. Hindi sa nagbubuhat ako ng bangko, but I've always been hindi naman 100% religious person, but I was always towards religion. I always go to church on a very regular basis. I pray every time I get the chance. Pagtulog, paggising, in between receiving food, ganun. So, hindi ko sinasabing talagang religyoso, sagrado, but I maintain a good religious life.
It's a good anchor, no, Matt? Parang, lalo na sa industriya natin, parang gratitude changes everything. Prayer changes everything. Iba yung mood mo if you're more prayerful. So, yun. Now, what do you pray for?
I of course, number one is I thank God for the day, kung ano mga nangyari,
yes,
for everything I received, those things. And of course, siyempre, priority is siyempre, for the safety of my family. Safety of my family, my own family, my brothers, my sisters.
Galing. Galing, no? Parang, yun, now we see parang it's all rooted and it's all, ang galing lang na yung iba rin yung pagiging faith-based. So what is there to learn about Matthew Mendoza now? If people say, oh, Matthew, ang ganda, probinsyano, na mas alam ko ano yung pwede niyang i-share, may quest for excellence, marami pang pwedeng i-share na talento niya sa iba. Ano pa? What is there to learn about you?
Siguro they'll discover a more mature me.
That's
Kasi
true.
talagang,
That's true.
from the time nung, during those matinee idol days, ngayon iba na. I raised 3 children. I've been married for 25 years.
Galing.
Magka-college yung 2 anak ko. Napalaki ko naman siguro sila maayos dahil wala akong narinig na anything sa kanila. So I think I had a lot of experience from this past 20 years na
Galing. And that's a major achievement in itself and a major credential also to move on, no? Also, well, in for your fans and for the people who have not seen you for a long time, can you toss your hopes and wishes to the universe and that eventually you'll land into really good roles that will prove your worth as an actor?
yes, siyempre, yung mga support sa akin before, my fans, lahat ng mga nagsubaybay sa aking career before. Although natigil ako for more than a decade, I was really not really visible, only a few times. Sige, sabi ko, I have plans to come back. Babalik ako, and this time for a more mature role. Hindi na siguro yung dating pa-cute na I'm aiming for a more serious role. Serious character, serious roles na makukuha sa TV or movies, kung meron pa movies.
Oh, meron pa naman. Although now I'm part of the Metro Manila Film Fest. It seems like, di ba, parang tuwing Metro Manila Film Fest na lang nanonood yung mga tao kasi mahal na rin manood. Compared to, di ba, papanoorin na sa Netflix at hihintayin sa streaming. Did you ever have an entry in the Metro Manila Film Fest? Nagparada-parada ka ba? Oh, that's something I should get you. Kasi hindi kompleto yung pagiging artista mo pag hindi ka nagpaparada sa Metro Manila Film Fest din. So yun.
I don't know why during that time I did like 9 sabi natin major movies kasi nasa starring role ako nun, and I was with during my time the biggest stars of Philippine movies, no. Wala ni isang movie na ginawa ko na was included sa Metro Manila Film Festival. I don't know why. Wala ba nung time na I can't remember eh.
Meron every December yan, Matt. Pero gawa tayo. Or kahit marami pang ibang festival, even the indie festival eh. Yung the stories that you really want to do, okay yan. Well, anyway, it was so easy getting through this episode. Thank you kay Mike and thank you for Ga. Are you doing a film with Ga soon? Direct Ga?
No, but before, a few years ago, nag-meeting kami, pumunta ako sa bahay niya, nag-meeting kami. Sabi ko, binigay ko sa kanya yung idea na since gusto niya na rin na mabase sa Palawan, sabi ko, gagawa tayo ng something, parang documentary.
Yes.
Something like Jackie Chan made sa Hong Kong. Yung title was By Hong Kong. Sabi ko, gawa tayo, ako yung magiging, yung parang Jackie Chan. Pero gawin natin My Puerto Princesa. Pero it never
Why not do it? Can you still do it?
Last week, during an interview, magkasama kami ni Direct Ga. Sabi niya na, pwede pa rin naman eh. Pwede pa rin. Sabi ko, okay,
Because
sige.
he was so deep into like promoting also Kuyon, di ba?
Kuyon.
Yun. So parang maganda magsama kayo dun sa ano. Ayun, so thank you to him and thank you to Mike, and then you have to greet our station manager si Justin, who also grew up with you, supporter mo yan. So batiin mo siya, natuwa siya nung sinabi kong I will be helping you get back into the business.
Hi Justin, thank you. Sana makabalik ako sa showbiz.
Yes, tutulungan natin yan at dumami pa rin yun nga, excellence and purpose, no? Ako yun yung It's really excellence and purpose that will this time that you're getting back into the industry. Matt, thank you for this interview. After this, we'll talk kasi yun nga, we have to have new pictorials, I guess, and new interviews also with people who matter, land into the broadsheet and people getting interested into what you do. So, maraming salamat for leveling up with us this afternoon. I'll see more of you. Maraming salamat.
Mga Katipuneros, it's time to level up! Your talk variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.